get the name Spanish Moss because when the Spanish used to occupy this territory before the British came in, and the British were coming into this territory, they make fun of the Spanish for their straggly beards, thus the name Spanish Moss. Month. It stretched all the way across. This was the main one that fed the Savannah River back in the day. This one would have been 5 miles straight out to get to the ocean, so back in the day people could bring their supplies in and out here very, very easily. The trustees of England, which are a group of British noblemen, decided that they finally wanted to colonize this area, and they called it Georgia after King George II. All the trustees were, very wealthy, well-to-do people, and they're very prominent in society, in England society. They had picked different people, specifically Noble Jones, to come over here and actually help cultivate this area. In doing so, they had some rules, though, and guidelines to kind of, make this happen. And there was 4 basic rules here: no Catholics, no lawyers, no alcohol, and no slavery. Those were the 4 big ones. This was meant to be a utopia society early on. From 1733 to 1750, we did not have any slaves on the property, but there is an asterisk by that. In 1748, as they kept losing people either to starvation, being sent back to England, different things happening that way, they actually had to grab 7 slaves. Noble Jones has it on record from South Carolina to actually work the property back. They started construction on this then and finished in 1745, so it took 9 years to make this. You can see the outside walls here. These would have been all the fortification walls all around the outside of it. And it's made of something called tabby. And they've done this over and over like a cake until they built up the walls like this. So everyone here would have packed inside here with Noble Jones, his wife, 2 kids, 2 indentured servants brought over from England, and also 6 Marines, all packed in that one house. On top of that, each one of these points would have had 3 locations where Marines would have been able to stick out their cannons or their guns to defend this property against the Spanish. So originally they tried pomegranates, they tried rice, they tried citrus, because it grew really well in Florida, so they thought, hey, it'll try it, work here. There's still a rice paddy on the property on the private side. So back in Prohibition days, this would have been one of the main spots that would have bootlegged gin from here to downtown Savannah. He also surveyed Savannah as well as Augusta. So downtown Augusta was laid out by Noble Jones. So he didn't spend all his time here. He was also meant to expand Georgia as a whole. They passed away early on, either from disease or otherwise. So to live till you're 73 was really, really good. He actually was one of the lead generals back in the day that actually won the majority of the land for independence in this area. And because of that, he was one of the main war heroes back in the American Revolution and was dubbed the Morning Star of Liberty. She lived from 1884 to 1970, so the first part of the 1900s, she decided to downsize the plantation and went into dairy farming. 1924 is when we started doing dairy farm out here. And the dairy farm was actually cows brought from the Welsh Highlands to here. And it produced butter, milk, cheese, all these different things out here. And in 1973, she actually sold off a lot of the land to the Nature Conservatory. And when she did that, it was able to bring even more environmental activism, things like that, to this actual region.